Everyone, and welcome to the next video in this series where we are building our first agent. In the previous videos, we created a basic agent and then grounded its knowledge into the Contoso IT Help Desk policies and procedures. Now we are going to give it power to be able to create tickets in the Dataverse table. So if a user asks a question and the agent is not able to help using the self-service option, the user can now ask and say, please raise a ticket for me, and the agent should be able to do that. So for that, let's first go and create a table in the Dataverse system. So I have a table here called Contoso IT Tickets. Now the purpose of this video is only to show you how the connection from an agent to Dataverse would work. So we are not going to go into too much of detail about how to create a Dataverse table. So over here, I have created a table with description, with status, title, email, and name. So email and name would be the impacted user. Title is brief title or summary of the incident or ticket. Description is your detailed description of the IT ticket or incident. Now, over here, it is very, very important that we make sure all our tables and the columns that we are interested in has got a good and detailed description about it. This helps your AI to understand the context and then it can be much more accurate. Moving here, we go to the tool section and we are going to create our first tool. We are going to create a flow and a new tool, agent flow. This experience is pretty much like Power Automate. So if you're familiar with Power Automate, this should be extremely straightforward. Now we have got 4 inputs that we are going to get from the agent. And with those 4 inputs, we are now going to go and call the Dataverse connector and add a new row to the table. We create this lightning icon, find title, and then other things that we want to fill in is the name, status, and description. Status new. Now in a proper system, you may have this as a choice column with a default value of new, but over here, again, our motive is to understand how the agent can get connected using a tool to your end systems. Now that we have this connected, the final step is responding back to the agent. Perhaps we want to send back the ticket ID. So again, we'll find the dynamic content, IT ticket ID. Publish our agent flow. Now, one thing which is very important is to again give a name and a good description to the flow. Now that we have some name and description, we save it and we are ready to go back to our agent, add this tool into its skill set. So we go back to the agent and under the tools section, either we can add it from the bar over there or we can come down here and add the tool. So we go to the flow, we have add ticket to database, we add and configure. So by configuration, it means remember we had the 4 variables that we were passing, the name, the email, title, and description. So that is what we are going to get here. Okay, so add ticket to database. It's not a very good name and description, but I'm going to leave it like that and let's see what the impact of it would be. Now here are the 4 variables that we have to fill in. And after running, it says don't respond, but we want it to respond with Gen AI because we remember we have the ticket ID as coming back. So it is going to say, hey, I've created your ticket with so and so, which is the grid of your new row. And It should say something like our IT help desk guys will come back to you. Now, in terms of filling these four variables, the name and email, we should be able to provide a static value of user. For the title and description, we can let AI fill it by itself because it would have the context of what's going on. It will know what the user problem is and what all the user have done so far. So we don't need to touch this. With that done, let's come back to the instructions here and edit the instruction to let them know about this tool. Database. So we have updated the instruction about creating a ticket. So let us create a new session and see what happens. So again, on the left hand side, you can watch the thought process of the agent. So the first thing it is doing is going and searching the IT help desk policy, the PDF file we uploaded in the previous video, and it has given us some of the troubleshooting steps. And I'm going to say that it has called the flow, it has got the title, it has got the description, and it has got the ticket ID, and it is telling me I have raised the ticket, and this is the ticket ID. If we go back to our dataverse table, then if we have done everything correctly, this item should be present there. So it says unable to send emails, user is unable to send emails. And if we look at the ID of this, it is the same that we have copied from the agent. So by adding this flow, you were able to now provide your help desk agent with more power, that not only can it answer using your PDF file, it can also go and create tickets on your behalf. Now the tool that we have used is an agent flow or a Power Automate flow. You could have used the Dataverse MCP server, which we are going to cover in great detail in a good depth in future videos. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.